The introduction of the transfer balance cap in 2017 has forced many clients to reconsider their superannuation estate planning strategy. Prior to the changes, a common strategy was to leave the surviving spouse, in the case of a couple, everything in terms of the pension, and that kept things in the superannuation environment. That strategy may no longer work, particularly for those fortunate clients who have an excess of $1.6 million, the current transfer balance cap in superannuation. I'll talk through just a couple of common strategies today, although there are many others, and any member of the private clients team would be pleased to discuss them with you. The first is to consider a reversionary pension nomination. This is still very useful for clients and keeps money potentially in the superannuation environment. As an example, if a client has $1.6 million in super, that's each, they can still retain assets in the superannuation environment on the death of the first spouse, because the survivor can inherit the deceased pension and what's called commute their pension into accumulation. The problem is for clients who have an excess of that, because the balance must be cashed out. It can, for example, go to the surviving spouse, which is nice and straightforward. Problems then can be, what if that surviving spouse is in an at-risk position from an asset protection piece, or they want to, in a blended family, maintain assets for the other side of the family in the event of the survivor dying. A potential better strategy may be to pay it to the estate, so to the legal personal representative, and to what's called a superannuation proceeds trust in the will. This can be structured to maintain asset protection. It can also work well from a tax planning perspective, because although capital is only preserved for tax dependents, income can be split more broadly amongst the family to save tax. So potentially save a significant amount of tax and achieve what the client wants in terms of asset protection. Thank you.